Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to Reality Hour. It's been a minute. I'm Adam Samuel. We are here to recap one and maybe some other stuff from the previous weeks that we've missed of Dancing with the Stars. Joining me is my co-host, Grace. My awesome co-host, Grace. How you doing today?
I'm okay. I know it's been a while. It's his fault, but I've
It is my
also
fault.
been I've also been recovering because if you're following the draft, it's not looking good for my team.
It's looking amazing for my team.
Okay, so little draft update. We actually did this before any eliminations. We started with 14 couples. There are now 9 left. Adam still has all 6 of his. I'm down to 2. And Andy Richter is still here.
Not only do I still have my team, I think we're going to keep chugging along with all of my team.
I mean, the finale usually has 4 or 5. So you're not going to have all 6.
All right.
You're going to have to lose somebody eventually.
So this episode of Reality Hour is going to be focused about Wicked Night, episode 6. But since we have missed a bit, we will kind of eulogize some of the things we've missed. So I guess we should take a moment to talk about some of the contestants that were cut that you feel maybe shouldn't have been cut. Like, talk to me about those eliminations and how you're feeling about your team's graveyard.
Shut up. So the first week we lose Baron and Britt and Corey and Jenna. Corey was, of course, on Eric's team. Baron was on mine. I don't really care about either of those two. And then after TikTok night, we unjustly lost Lauren Haregi and Brandon. Tinashe was robbed. Chandler was robbed. Yeah. No way. Following week, we lose Ilaria and Gleb after Disney Week. No, a lot of people were happy about this one. It shouldn't have happened, but I'm kind of at peace. Plus, Gleb sucks. Dedication night, we didn't lose anybody. And then this past week, we unjustly, once again, lost my first pick, Scott and Riley. It wasn't Andy, and that's why it's wrong. But first of all, how do y'all eliminate the gay contestant on Wicked Night?
How do you feel about, like, really, you've lost your entire team? I don't know how that happened. This is like that year when I picked what was it, Sochi's season, and like that was pretty brutal.
Yeah. Now a lot of people I've seen have the people that think that the show is rigged mostly because some of you know pentatonics and Christmas music pretty much are synonyms at this point. And they do have a tour planned. They go on tour basically every holiday season. A lot of people think that's the reason they got eliminated. Scott himself has actually debunked this theory. He was ready to balance both commitments. And actually, I did look at the touring schedule. Nothing for Tuesday night before Thanksgiving. And even like I know Scott didn't make the finale, but he's still going to be there, I'm sure, because everybody's usually there. I mean, if Anna Delvey showed up, surely he's going to.
It's probably something in the contract where if you don't show up, you don't, get some money.
Probably, but yeah, I'm sad. Yeah.
Talk to me about, like, something that I've been noticing is that I know, Grace, you have your opinions of the season and everything, but this seems to be a very well-received season that I'm seeing a lot of engagement on social media. A lot of people are getting into it. Their Instagram stories that I'm seeing, I'm like, oh, there was one story that I sent to you that was really well done, where it like gives a whole breakdown of like the contestants and I was like, whoa, this thing runs really deep. And there were like all these new people. Like, it seems like a lot of people are jumping onto the show at this point for this season. Have you noticed that, or is that?
The only thing I've seen on TikTok is people that are defending the Andy Richter pity party, which I am not here for. That is a propaganda that I'm not falling for. And like Alfonso keeps pointing out that they're breaking voting records, which is also good that people are voting, not good that they're voting for Andy. But I mean, this season does seem to be doing pretty well, and I'm
Like in terms of ratings, is this a strong turnout? Are we see like because just I'm not as plugged in as you are to some of this stuff, but it
I haven't
seems
been paying attention that closely, but I am looking at the ratings because yeah, and they are up from last season. Last season, like the ratings are higher this year than they were last year, which is good. Good for the show.
yeah. And just like as a bit of a general note, like we've recapped these seasons a lot. I know we haven't been doing season like weekly recaps of this season so far, but personally, this has been probably the highest engagement that I've felt with the season in years. I know again you have your opinions with like the team and the contestants, but I'm thoroughly engaged and invested in this season. I have three contestants that I am really rooting for, and I don't know how this is going to shake up between them. And there are even some additional ones that I'm like, oh, this could go a bunch of ways. I still think Robert Irwin is running away with this, but I think there are some other people that I'm like, could this change? What are you seeing or thinking in that sense?
Honestly, like this, if I cared, I mean, screw the draft for a minute. There are a few people that I do like, and I'm not just saying screw the draft because I know I'm not going to win, but or at least someone was willing to bet money that I'm not going to win. Um, I mean, I am happy that the show is doing better. That actually does make me happy. And like I even like went through the ratings for a few seasons. These are the highest ratings we've seen in several years.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm seeing like a lot of people are like they're saying Dancing with the Stars. I'm watching Dancing with the Stars, and I never saw that. And I think it's a testament to the contestants. I think there's like, in my opinion, there's three really, really good ones, and no really, really bad ones other than Andy. But like, you know, it's just a good crop of contestants. They're entertaining. The performances are fun. I think that this Wicked week, I know like Grace has her opinions, but this is probably my favorite episode of the show in a while. I've really enjoyed this one, and the season as a whole. There's multiple performances that I've been going back and rewatching. More like a lot. There's some that I'm really really enjoying, and again, that doesn't usually happen. I think it's just a testament to the contestants, the pros, and the production value is always incredible. And yeah, I'm really into the season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy the show's doing better. My thing with Wicked is I am just so over the hype of it. I'm just so sick of seeing it everywhere. I've seen the musical twice. It's a fantastic musical. I have not seen the movie. I have no plans to see either movie. Plus, I don't like Ariana Grande or Cynthia Erivo, so that's my thoughts. But I I did like this week. I have to admit, minus the elimination.
It was just fun. Like the show just is fun. It's like good vibes. It's fun to tune in, and I don't know. I feel like I said more invested in the contestants, and I still am enjoying some of Wicked, and I'm excited for the new movie. But I guess do you want to kind of get into the contestants?
Yeah, let's do it. So I
Yeah.
guess Scott was first. He got eliminated. Sad face. So we're gonna start with Alex.
Well, let's just to preface that when we talk about a contestant, we're going to talk about them from this week. And if there's any big moments from the previous weeks that we missed in our recaps, we'll kind of talk about them there. So I guess, do you want to eulogize Scott anymore? Or
He was robbed.
all right, let's talk about Alex. What is this feeling? So
So
sudden and
sudden
new.
and new. Alex and Val. So I have enjoyed Alex so far. I know there have been people mostly dogging her political views. I don't want to get involved in any of this garbage. But Alex, I actually confession I didn't take any notes on Wicked Night because I wasn't convinced we were actually going to podcast about it because we haven't for weeks. Um so Alex, I again, Alex has been good. Her technique is good. She's been improving. I wouldn't be upset if she were to make the finale this season. I know some people would be. Where is my hang on. Yeah. The she does lose points to me for lip syncing during her dance, but a lot of people did that, so I guess I can't really dog on it.
Wicked is fun music, Grace.
I know it is. Thank you, Steven Schwartz.
I will say I thoroughly enjoyed this performance. I have consistently enjoyed every single one of Alex's ones. I think I loved this one. My favorite, perhaps one of my favorites of the season so far, was the Disney performance. Was stunning, incredible. That's one of the performances that I've gone back. Is she Maleficent or the evil?
Maleficent.
Just her, and it's just perfect. And it will be a travesty if she's not in the top 3, in my opinion. And if Robert weren't to win, she would be one of my picks to win. I think she is incredible. I think this pairing is incredible. I'm enjoying the videos. She's also doing videos like outside of the show, like whole vlogs about being on the show that are really fun and really cool to get like behind the scenes insight, which we don't usually get. So I'm giving Alex like an A, like really liking this girl. Like she's really good.
Everybody knows you get Val, you make the finale pretty much.
But you don't win.
I mean, he has won 3 times.
But still. Yeah, and again, just she's awesome. There hasn't been one stumble, in my opinion, from Alex.
And a lot of people, again, are dogging on her for her political views. I am not going to get involved in that.
Okay. Let's talk about Robert.
Robert, dancing.
He's winning. He's winning.
I think he's
running away with this. I don't think he's not just winning. I think he is miles ahead of everyone else in terms of just the votes.
Granted, a lot about votes. Definitely, he's been consistently high on the leaderboard, but he hasn't been number 1 for most of the competition. Dancing Through Life. I did like his dance this week. Loved his contemporary on dedication night. That dance was absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous. His big thing is he was all the talk on the first week. And I don't think until last week he quite lived up to it. He's just been kind of and other people have been improving. He again is getting more views than everybody. Does that necessarily mean he's going to win? No. But I won't at this point. I will not be upset if he does. Whitney is well overdue for her second win.
She only won once before. Oh, without Fonzo. That's it? Wow.
That's her only win.
Yeah, I loved Dancing Through Life. I think that's my personal favorite song from all of Wicked. Granted, I haven't seen the show, but I only saw the movie, so I love this, everything about this. His week 1 performance is one of my other favorites of the season, in addition to the Maleficent one of Alex. And this is also another, like, again, I'm starting to struggle with like having too many favorites at this point, but I think Robert is running away with this competition. And if he doesn't win, who is? And if he doesn't, I think it's Alex or Whitney, in my opinion. But I think he is winning this.
I think he will too, even if he's not the best dancer. But rarely does the best dancer ever win. Last season, the best dancer didn't win. Just gonna keep on trucking with that.
Those are wins, man. Those are wins. All right. Whitney Levitt and Mark.
Who has been number 1 every week except for last week in terms of scores.
This girl's talented. She
got 3 10s.
Yeah. For me, I love this performance. I thought it was epic, great. I also love the Hamilton one. I think that is another of my favorites of the season. Again, there's just too many of them, these great moments, and she's just a league above everyone. I think she's the best technical dancer.
Definitely. I mean, again, every single week except for 1, she's been number 1 on the leaderboard. Now, again, that does not ever guarantee a win. If
Do
you
you
need
think?
proof, look at last season.
Do you think she's
I
popular with the votes?
I know there's a lot of people that dog on both her and Jen. I mean, Whitney is getting more viewership than Jen is.
A lot more.
Oh yeah, Jen's like pulling cow's tail. Like if Andy doesn't go home on Tuesday night, Jen I think is very close to being eliminated. But Whitney has been very good so far, outscoring everybody else. I can't get excited about her, but that's a personal problem. I realize that. Again, I also really liked the Hamilton dance.
Oh my God, it was so much fun. I've rewatched it, no joke, like 15
I
times.
wanna be in the room where it happens. The room where it happens. I love Hamilton. And 3 10s, first 10s of the season. I'm actually with Derek. I don't think I would have given this one a 10, but she's here, probably in it for the long haul.
Yeah, I think she has like we usually have one shock boot.
We've already had that with Lauren.
Well, I'm worried.
Doesn't mean we're not going to have another one because at this point, anybody but Andy will be pegged as a shocker because Andy shouldn't even still be there.
Yeah. And again, if we don't have a top 3 of Alex, Whitney, and Robert, something has gone horribly wrong. Dylan Efron,
who just broke his nose.
I saw that. Did he get hit in the head? Like, what was going on?
I don't know. Like they were rehearsing. Daniela broke his nose. Dylan is not that girl. I don't. It wasn't his fault. He didn't pick this song. Dylan was actually the one who was number 1 the week that Whitney wasn't. He was number 1 last week with one of his brother's songs. The only Greatest Showman song that I don't actively despise, though, is Rewrite the Stars. So kudos to them for that one. Dylan, he's a douche. He's a douche.
I predict that we're going to go and lose Andy, then we're going to lose Jen, and then next up is going to be like probably Dylan and Elaine. Like those are the next ones. Danielle.
I can actually see Elaine making the top 5. At least she deserves to make the top 5. But if you have all 5 in the finale of your, it's either going to be Dylan or Jen that misses out. Probably Jen. But I don't think Dylan should make it there either.
All right. Any of Dylan's previous performances you want to mention or shout out?
Again, I did mention he somehow was number 1 last week after Rewrite the Stars. And I don't understand why. I mean, it was just a series of lifts and not really like much dancing.
I liked Life is a Highway, but mostly because I like the song. There's no road I can road. Oh my God, I don't know the lyrics. Anyway, let's keep going.
Let's talk about Andy.
He was okay.
The people that are rooting for him, I wouldn't go so far. Like a lot of people are calling it a pity party. I wouldn't necessarily call it that because he doesn't really like have a sob story. He's just older and a worse dancer than everybody else. He is the 12th best dancer this season. And keep in mind, there are only 9 couples left. And he's still number 12.
Yep.
But people love him.
He's not going to win the race. He's on borrowed time. He's got 1 or 2 more weeks. If a miracle to make it through this week, and then he's DOA.
I hope so. One short day in the Emerald City. This was actually the best I've seen him do, but again, that is not saying a lot. And again, I've said it before, you can't screw up a jazz dance. So he's obviously still here. People love him. People love his daughter.
We move on. Elaine.
And she got
Defying
defying
gravity.
gravity because, I mean, somebody had to.
This was
Elaine,
shenanigans, right?
well, somebody had to.
But she didn't dance for like a third of the performance.
Because she had to do a costume change. And even then, her dancing was still better than Andy's. Elaine, in my opinion, has actually been very strong. And I know she's been picking up steam. Like the Space Mountain dance she did on Disney Night, a lot of people really seemed to love that dance. Um, Loved her seeing her with Lisa Ann Walter last week. Of course, I just recently started getting into Abbott Elementary, so Lisa Ann is on my happy list. But Elaine, I thought she did great this week I mean, again, it was not like a full dance number, but you got to do a costume change. And some people just stand there like a tree and get through. She didn't do that. So I think I could actually have a finalist.
Maybe. Maybe, Grace. Just maybe.
But someone who will not be a finalist, Jen and Jan.
Oh, she's in trouble. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the SpongeBob, not the SpongeBob, it's the Simpsons with the little boy on the bus. I'm in danger.
Now, actually, I don't know if you saw this, but so PETA and Max have a podcast, and they recently did an episode where they were kind of dogging on Jan, which I did not appreciate. Now, okay, now we all know the reason that Jan got the job is because he was a dancer on the Eras tour. So he got it. He got the job because of Taylor Swift. And ballroom is allegedly not his thing. And this is allegedly a ballroom competition. And Jen, again, consistently low viewership. I don't know where her votes are. Her scores are fine. They're not like, I mean, she got all 8s this week, but people are scoring better than her. People are scoring worse, Andy Richter. I don't see her making it much further. Plus some people don't like that her only personality trait is being a mom, but hey. She has like a 3-month-old.
Yeah. I'm just not seeing that much enthusiasm for her. I don't see, I don't know where this is going to go. But I will say that if she does go home in the next like 1 or 2 weeks, I think Whitney gets a boost there.
Whitney's already getting more votes than she is, probably,
But,
and more viewership.
Takes those votes that were for Jen, probably going to go to Whitney.
I can see that happening. I can.
All right. Let's keep it going. Let's talk about Danielle.
Topanga doing No Good Deed, my favorite song from Wicked.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
This is such a, like, it's dramatic. It's really cool. It's kind of, it's where Elphaba accepts her fate. She realizes, okay, this is who I am. Argentine Tango, she got all 9s. I didn't really see it that way. I thought it was just kind of like executing the steps really well. There was absolutely no character. And Topanga's an actress, for God's sake. Well, Danielle, sorry. Topanga's her character. But like, she's an actress. Like, where's the drama?
I think she's on borrowed time. I think she's not immediate trouble, but she's got some runway, but I can see the end of the runway, and that's a bit of a problem.
I can too. I mean, again, she's one of the weaker dancers left, but everybody loves themselves some Topanga. And I'm not going to discount that at all. I don't think she deserved all 9s, but maybe some 8s.
All right, let's talk about Jordan.
Jordan, who, if I didn't care about winning the draft, I'd probably be rooting for her. I mean, first of all, I love her. I'm a huge Olympics fan. She got For Good. which is not the finale of the show, although it is like in the finale of the show. The rumba, I thought this dance was easily the best of the episode. She's been consistently high scoring. She also got 3 10s. She was tied for number 1 with Whitney. Ezra's adorable. I can definitely see myself rooting for Jordan long term.
Yeah, I think Jordan rounds out our top 4, with Aline potentially in 5th. But like, I can't see her jumping Alex or, like Whitney. I just can't see it.
She is popular, no pun intended, but I mean, she's not the most popular, but she's up there. So I do think, I mean, we're halfway through the season at this point, so I would put her in the finale overall if it were up to me, but it's not, obviously. But who knows? We've been shocked before. Yeah. I don't see her winning though, especially since Ezra's only been on one other season, and it was last year with Anna Delvey. So he's never done a freestyle. Mark and Val have done several. So we shall see.
All right. So those are the performances. So who's your prediction to leave next week? Your final prediction.
Of course, it should be Andy, but I'm going to say that every week until he does go home. If it's not Andy, though, it'll probably be... I'm thinking it's either going to be Jen or possibly Dylan if we get a shocker. If we can even call that a shocker.
Yeah, I'm fully in agreement with you, but we'll see. So that's the performances, I guess, where we're caught up to now. But let's talk about the week ahead. Do we have any news on Halloween week?
Yes, so it's Halloween night. We have another guest judge. We had Kim Johnson for dedication night, who's a former pro and also was a judge on the Australian show, her home country. We had John M. Chu, who directs the films for this week. And then this week, we actually have another guest judge, another former pro. It's Cheryl Burke.
Dude, are we a fan of Cheryl Burke or not a fan of Cheryl Burke?
I liked her on the show. She is been quite outspoken recently with her podcast. But I do hope that she'll be a good guest judge. I mean, Kim was fantastic. And if we ever do lose Carrie Ann and Bruno, or especially Carrie Ann in particular, we're going to be looking for replacements, and Carrie Ann's replacement will probably be a woman. So we shall see. But yeah, Halloween week.
This is usually my favorite week of the season.
I love Halloween night. So we've got some pro numbers, including the Dead Dance, which anyone who knows me knows I went through a serious Lady Gaga phase. So go ahead. And as a special treat for the Swifties, Jan and Jenna will do a dance to Canceled. Which, could they have saved this for the tour? I don't know. Anyway, and couples dances. We've got Alex and Val will perform a tango to Bury a Friend by Billie Eilish.
Don't know that one.
Andy and Emma will perform a Paso Doble to Beethoven's Fifth.
Okay.
Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. And people the Andy defenders are pointing out that Tuesday night also happens to be his birthday. Whatever. Danielle and Pasha will perform what I've wanted all for a while, a Viennese waltz to Die with a Smile.
Ooh. Okay.
I've wanted this for a while. Dylan and Daniela with his broken nose will perform a Viennese waltz to a dark version of Can't Help Falling in Love with You that I have not listened to yet.
Okay.
Elaine and Alan will perform an Argentine tango to another Halloween version of Bad to the Bone. Jen and Jan will perform a contemporary to Look What You Made Me Do by Jan's former boss. Good luck topping Shangela with that one, just saying. Jordan and Ezra will also perform a contemporary to Elastic Heart.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
I know, but I really don't like Sia. Mostly as a person.
As in, you'll say, "See you later."
Robert and Whitney will perform an Argentine tango to a string quartet version of Sweet Dreams Are Made of This.
Ooh,
And
that sounds
somebody pointed
cool.
out Robert's only done one ballroom dance so far. And this is not a ballroom dance. So go fig. And lastly, Whitney and Mark will perform a jazz to Brain Stew by Green Day.
Didn't they just do a jazz? No, they did a quick step.
I thought they did a jazz on Hamilton Night, but they didn't. They did a foxtrot.
Okay.
And we also have the Dance Monsterthon. For those of you who have never done this, who've never seen this, the dance marathon, basically all 9 of them are on the floor at the same time. Eventually, they're going to be tapped out. The judges are going to eliminate them one by one, and they will eventually crown, in their words, a king and queen. But here's the fun part. There's only 3 guys left. It's Andy, Dylan, and Robert. So who's the king gonna be? Said no one ever. But it's gonna be a hustle to It's a Murder on the Dance Floor. And Lindy Hop to A Little Party Never
Never
Killed
kill nobody. Romance until we drop.
But yeah, I mean, if Robert is not the last guy standing, I will be shocked. The girls, it could go either way.
It's gonna be Whitney.
Probably.
No, probably Jordan.
We'll see.
All right. But that is, I guess, the episode for Reality Hour. Grace, any final thoughts, comments, jokes, anything to mention?
I really am not looking forward. I honestly should just start blanketing right now.
Yeah. Well, there's always next year. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it
Yes.
this far, I'm Adam Samuel. She's
And I'm
Grace.
Grace.
And and Andy and Eric say hi and LOL. Andy's still Eric is still in our draft. He's might not be for much longer, but he's still here. We still got this is still a 3-horse race. And we shall see. But we'll see you next week for Halloween week. Are you gonna be dressed up, Grace?
I don't think so. I'm not a Halloween person.
Well, we'll see you next time.
Bye. Vote Andy off.